All right, we figured it out. Hey everyone, what's up? This is Coach Aimee Aslanian, and this is my friend Sarah Placencia.
Hello.
Sarah and I met as Beachbody coaches way back in the day. Way back in the day. I think we only met in person one time in
Oh my gosh,
it had
right.
to be 2015 because that was the only Beachbody summit I ever went to.
Really? Is that what it is? So it's been like over 10 years.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, we need a reunion.
Yes. Yes, we
In
do.
real life. Yeah,
So
exactly.
Sarah and I are both fitness lovers, fitness, influencers, or I don't know, I guess you could call us that.
Enthusiasts. Yeah,
Enthusiasts,
all of it. All of it.
coach,
Yeah.
fitness coach. So we both do some personal training or have done personal training, teach group fitness, and we also just absolutely are, you know, full on immersed in the whole health and wellness as a lifestyle. But because exercise is our passion, and I that's what ignited the healthy lifestyle and every other thing that comes along with it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what your journey looks like exactly in the beginning, if it
Yeah.
started with exercise or something else, but I thought we could do a brief
Yeah.
um, background, just kind of say like where we came from, how we kind of got here in like fast forward, because Sarah and I are both talkers. So we gave a 20-minute timer. I
We
think
have
she
a 20-minute timer
like,
on for you guys.
so we're gonna
We
make
got
this
this.
short and
Yeah.
sweet, and we're just gonna
Yeah.
kind of see where this conversation
Love
goes.
it. Mhm.
So
Sounds
let's
fun.
start with our background.
Yeah. Well,
This
yeah, I
way.
was gonna say, do you wanna like how did you first get involved in fitness? Let's go there. Like what's your background first? You're on a roll, girl. Keep
It
going.
started in 2008,
Okay.
way back to 2008.
Hmm.
And I was in college, and the driving force for me to just start getting my foot into the gym door was to lose the freshman 15,
Yeah.
25, whatever it was.
Love
They
it.
say it's 15. It was definitely more than that.
Mhm.
And so I was a former high school athlete, mostly soccer was my jam. And
Yeah.
as a freshman in college, I stopped playing soccer. I said I was going to focus on my studies, which meant I was going to go to class and do as much drinking and partying and socializing as possible. And I didn't want any sports to get in the way.
Oh my gosh.
So I stopped playing sports and I packed on a few pounds and did a lot of unhealthy things that college freshmen tend to do. And so my sophomore year, when none of my pants fit me anymore, I was like, okay, either I need to do something about this or I got to go buy bigger pants. And I wasn't about to go buy bigger pants. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, that's kind
Oh,
of like where it started, and
started.
the
Yeah.
getting to the gym part, it was kind of just like anyone else where I would go. I hated every second of it because losing weight sucks and it's hard, especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'd go and I would suffer and I would quit because I hated it, and then I would go back and I would suffer and I'd quit because I hated it, and it was a bit of a cycle for a few months until I saw a personal trainer, took some group fitness classes, and it kind of snowballed from there.
Oh,
So
I love that. Yeah, I was gonna ask like how you got consistent, but really the accountability piece is so huge, right? It's like, yeah, you needed the trainer, you needed the group fitness instructor. Like, I feel like making those connections is huge.
and
Yeah.
the cute guy swiping IDs at the gym when I was a sophomore in college
Oh my gosh.
didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. I was like, okay, if
Oh,
I needed something to get me up at 6 a.m. and go to the
there
gym
you go.
before classes, that did it.
That did it. Oh my gosh, right?
That did it.
Positive reinforcement can come on all forms.
It can. It really can. And I'm not
I
ashamed to say it.
love that.
Sometimes
Oh
you
my
need that.
gosh. Yep, right. I love your story. Oh my gosh, it's funny that with the time frame of it, I started working at a gym late 2007, early 2008. So it's funny that like that same year, really took it seriously. I feel like I kind of grew up in it though. We had the Denise Austin, she has the most sexual voice too. She's like stretch. Like those VHS tapes I would watch because I'm a little older. I'm a little just a little bit. But I would watch that Tony Little with the hair. Oh my gosh, the gazelle. Like we don't even have a gazelle. I'm like, why do we have this VHS tape? I don't even know. But I remember that was like the end all be all. But probably the year that really took it into fitness for me was the year I homeschooled in Arkansas. And it was 99 to 2000. So I feel like my fitness journey really started in the year 99 to 2000 because yeah, kind of a funny, weird story, but my parents thought it was the end of the world, so we moved away, kind of lived in a bunker. So that's another story we can dive more into. But anyway, what saved my life was fitness. And Billy Blanks is my go-to guy. And then like seriously, like I didn't have friends there. Like my brothers wanted to play video games and I was like, who am I going to talk to as a 15, 16-year-old? Like, oh my gosh, my life is miserable now. And so I really just plugged into those VHS tapes and would do them back. I think I had 2 of them. So I would do both of them every single day. Like, it's so crazy to think like how much with exercise, but people go running. They do the same thing every single day, you know? And you start to fall in love with the process because it makes you feel better, you know? And so kind of from there, I was kind of known as like the fitness girl. And so got involved in a gym. And then, you know, when I got married, moved to Pennsylvania and I was like, well, what am I going to do as a job? I guess I'll work at the YMCA, but I wrote on my resume, I'm a fitness enthusiast because I had nothing, no certifications. I was like, I'm not going to get hired. Let me just fill this out. And meanwhile, the director was walking by and he's like, oh, are you wanting to work here? But they were in desperate need of people. So I think that's why I got hired. Like,
That's
no.
awesome.
But it was fun. It was really cool to like start there and just get to know people, like friendships, like that is huge. And that kind of to piece it together with like the accountability piece. That's how I met some of my best friends in Pennsylvania. We moved back home in Indiana now, but even now I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go back and start teaching again. And, you know, I do a lot of virtual, but now it's in person too, which, you know, you feel that camaraderie of like friendships. And that's what I think kind of went into all areas of our lives because now it's a part of our daily because we're not only doing it for ourselves, but now we're doing it for other people too. So yeah, I love that. So that's how I started 26 years ago. 27 years ago. Wow. Oh my gosh.
So crazy to think. So we wanted to spitball from here and kind of give a little background and then talk a little bit deeper as far as where our life went in the health and wellness field because of exercise. So I will say that I got consistent around that 2007, 2008 time when I started going to the gym. And then once I started seeing results, I actually got a job swiping IDs at the desk where the cute boy worked. I was like, if I'm going to be hanging out here, I should probably try and get paid to come swipe cards and wipe down equipment in between classes. So I did that. And then shortly after I got hired, the fitness director asked if any of us desk personnel would be interested in taking a personal training certification because she wanted to create that like have student trainers on site for the students coming into the fitness center. And I was like,
nice.
I was like, sure. I had changed my major like 3 or 4 times at that point. Didn't know what the heck I wanted to do, but I was like, there seems to be something here. Obviously, like something's pulling me here, and I enjoy it, and I want to continue being here. So yeah, like let's try out personal training for a while, see if that keeps my interest for more than 6 months. So I did that, and so I started training clients in between classes, and then 2 years later was when I took my first Zumba class, fell in love with that, and was like, I need to teach this. So I went from training students and faculty in between classes to then getting into the group fitness, getting certified there. But I was full on into the exercise piece and like part of it.
Yeah.
But I was still eating like crap. Like my story was, oh, I worked out today, so I can go eat whatever I want. And I go to the bar at lunch and get like wings and a beer. And I was like, I'm not working out, it's fine. It's fine. I can eat whatever I want. That's why I work out. And that was my story for so long. And I think once I finally hit a plateau and I couldn't out exercise the crap diet that I was using that for, I was like, maybe I should try and change my eating habits and see what happens.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally relate to that too. Because it's like, it's so true. You can't have one without the other. And it's otherwise you're just trying to climb an uphill battle that is still pushing things down at you. Yeah, I kind of had that same type of issues, but it was more of, mine definitely developed more into like an eating disorder where I would binge and then I would like emotionally eat. And then whenever I weighed myself, I'm like, is today an eat day or a starve day? And so for me personally, I definitely kind of went that route, and that lasted for like a decade. And I actually told my husband, I was like, in 2009, because we were moving into a new apartment, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, can we not bring the scale? He's like, why not? And I'm like, I'm weighing myself like 30 times a day. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, Like I need to stop. Like I, opened up to him and I just told him, I was like, I think I have an eating disorder. Like here I am teaching all these fitness classes, eating like crap. But then if my weight went up, I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to, starve myself again. Because that's what works, right? Like eat
Right. Yeah.
calorie deficit. Like that's what you're taught in the beginning. But yeah, it was an extreme thing that I started to see. And I realized like my triggers and what I needed to get rid of. And the scale was a big one. And
Mhm.
so I think with that, I finally was able to kind of like overcome that. I mean, if there's Doritos in my house, I'm sorry, I'm going to eat all of them. So, so I know my triggers, Doritos being
Yeah.
one. Doritos being one of them. So I've like gotten rid of those triggers. Like I haven't used it. And actually we moved back in 2017 to here and he was like, mind if I get a scale again, but I'll hide it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, you're fine. Like get a
Yeah.
scale. And I realized like I don't have that as a trigger. Like we have it and I'm like, I'll get on it maybe every 3 months when I do like a nutrition challenge to like be like, okay, this is where we're starting, and then
Yep.
but I don't use it. And I feel like the fitness journey definitely will kind of go into other areas of your life and shine a light on maybe what you need to improve on.
Yes,
So,
I was just thinking that as you were saying
mhm,
that, like
yeah,
creating the awareness, that's what tends to happen because when
mhm,
I feel like as
yeah,
part of your fitness journey, when you start tracking things,
yes,
we can't because we can't manage what
yeah,
we don't measure. And so as part of the fitness journey, you have to know where you're beginning. So there's the assessment piece, and then there's the action, and then there's the check-ins, and like you see the progress. And
yes,
so just that piece alone
mhm,
translates into other areas. And so now you're starting to create more awareness of, okay, if I'm going to start changing my diet, now I need to know where I'm starting. Now I need to start to figure out what these triggers are. And then
mhm,
it
yeah,
it infiltrates not just the nutrition aspect, but then there are other things too that it just kind of starts to snowball as you go along.
yeah. I love that. How has it like impacted you like in other areas? Do you feel kind of the same way? Is it with like
Um,
mindset or
well,
fitness?
I think the confidence has a lot to do with it too, because when you start showing up for your journey
Mm-hmm.
and in the workouts,
Of
even on
course.
the days that you don't want to, because a lot of days you're not going to want to, but when
Right.
but when the more you practice that, showing
Mm-hmm.
up when you don't feel like it, you start to create that trust with yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what builds confidence. And the confidence is what translates into the other areas of your life. Because
Mm-hmm.
now you start to show up as you identify as the person who
Yeah.
is deserving of this time.
Yeah.
Confidence in creating boundaries. So, in order to keep
Mm-hmm.
showing up for
Yeah.
your exercise, you have to create that boundary. And so now you're
Mhm.
creating a boundary to this is my space, I'm deserving of this time. And now
Yeah.
you can build confidence and show up for yourself if I knew I had to start making changes in my nutrition. So then I started, okay, what needs to happen if I'm going to change my diet? I need to figure out what I'm actually going to eat so that I
Mhm.
know what I'm actually going to buy, so that I know what to do when I get to the grocery store. And now
Mhm.
I'm taking action in this area, which is creating confidence because I'm actually doing what I said I'm going to do.
Mhm.
And I feel like that is just monumental across the board, not
Oh my
just when
gosh.
it comes to exercise and nutrition, but
Yeah.
also to creating boundaries and setting, standards for your relationships and for your spirituality practices and for
Yeah.
like,
In your career path.
your
Yeah.
career path. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you start saying like, okay, I can do a hard thing over here. Now
Yeah.
you're starting to say, am I satisfied with this over here? And if I'm not, what can I do about it? Because I know that I'm actually able
Yeah.
to do something about it.
Yeah. 100%. I love that too.
There's
Yeah.
all the distractions. So I was
All that I
really
know, right?
wondering
Oh,
how
well,
this was gonna go. But I
I
think it's going okay
know.
so far. What are we
I
doing? How are we
know.
doing on
Oh my
time?
gosh. Oh, so good. We got 5 minutes. Look at us go. We do talk fast. I doubt anybody is gonna speed this up. Or you could like
Right?
speed up a podcast and be like, I can listen at 2x. No, you can't. It'd
No.
be like squirrels. Yeah, exactly. No, but I love it. And it just reminded me of, and I know I've said it before, but you borrow confidence from the past in order to
Mhm.
like accomplish what you want in your future. Because you have to remember like what are the things that you did to get to the other side of whatever struggle you went through, you know? And it's like you have to remind yourself that like, you're that type of person to show up. You're that type of person to pursue something and achieve it. And when you have that with exercise, oh my gosh, like I feel like you're like unstoppable. I mean, not only are your endorphins going, but your oxygenated blood cells to your brain, like everything is synapse in the right way.
Mhm.
And it's so true. Like I feel like if people are gonna get into health, anything, exercise is such a great gateway drug to that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about exercise as a keystone habit and
mm,
how if you make it an essential part of your morning routine,
mm,
how it does snowball and have an impact in all the areas of your life. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but when you
yeah,
exercise, on the days you exercise, you tend to make healthier food choices.
yeah, 100%.
And research has also shown that on the days you exercise, you actually spend less money.
Oh,
Like, I don't
wow.
know
I
where
didn't know
the
that.
correlation comes, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's so true that we tend to just
Love
make
that.
better decisions
Mhm.
when we've got the oxygenated blood and we have the dopamine and the serotonin, the oxytocin, and all of these
Yeah.
really good neurotransmitters that are good for our brain. We just tend to we start to identify as the type of person who has
Mm-hmm.
these healthy habits. Like I'm the type of person who can show up and exercise at 6 a.m. Obviously, I can make a healthy food choice for lunch, you know?
Mm,
So I think it creates that
yeah.
confidence throughout the day and showing up for yourself and just making better decisions across the board.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I went to a Brennan Burchard conference, and he
Obsessed.
talked so much
I love
about
him.
fitness. I love him too. It was so cool, and I think he kind of scared some people too, because he goes, "Okay, everybody get off their chairs and sit on the ground." And he's like, "How many appendages do you need to stand up?" And so he was saying, like, can you, is it going to be 2 feet and two hands to get up? Is it going to be 2 feet and one hand to get up? Is it going to be you can roll and 2 feet? Could you stand up with 1 foot? And so he was talking about, he's like, here's how many years you have to live. And he showed that. If you took 4 appendages to get up, he's like, you're gonna looking at 10 years left in your life. And he was like making people feel like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, of course there's, accidents that happen, I mean, you're healing, but truthfully, if you don't take exercise seriously, like you are limiting the hours you have left on this earth. And he was just saying it like, really, this is so important. Not just the fitness people that are working out. It is every day, everybody needs to move their body in some way. And he's like, just 30 minutes, just move, just go for a walk. And it will, like you said, there's just so much science behind it to prove that yes, this is the key, right? This is what we all want to strive for. And we're not saying go all in all the time. It's more like go outside, get some fresh air.
Yeah,
Like
go for a
move
walk.
away. Yeah,
Get
go for a
the
walk.
Tony
Exactly.
Horton used
Yeah.
to say, get the blood and the breath moving, the blood and the breath. And
Love that.
it's like so simple and so basic and just get the blood and the breath moving. And then, I can't remember who it was. All these amazingly brilliant people that you and I have been following for,
Anyway,
for how long?
for
Because
decades.
I got into personal development and
Yeah.
we just follow all these epic people. But someone
Yeah.
was saying that it was probably Brendan Burchard, actually, now that I think of
Mhm.
it. But he talks about a power plant and how they don't just have energy, how you have to
Mhm.
generate energy. And so often people are like, God, I wish I had your energy so I could work out. It's like, no, you do the workout and then you get the energy. It's not the
Not the
inverse
other way
of
around.
you.
Yeah. I
You
wish I
don't
had
just
yeah.
magically wake up with energy and then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, like let's go
Yeah.
exercise. Like, no, you exercise and you move your body and it generates energy and a
Yeah.
body in motion stays in motion. And so you're just more productive and you
Yeah.
just, I don't know. And the more I learn about neuroscience and the brain, the more like exercise is growing your brain cells. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
if that
God.
doesn't blow your mind, like I don't,
Right?
if that right there, like
I
I
know. If
want
you
more
want to
brain
have a
cells,
leg up in your life, like
right?
this is like the one thing you can do that's going to change your entire life. So, okay, we have 25 seconds left. Woo! Look at us go. Thank you
Yeah,
again, Amy, for asking me to be on this and just like thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to our next topics, like whatever they may be. Please, you guys continue to show up, ask questions, and who knows, maybe we'll pick a topic that you guys
yeah.
request. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was really, really fun. And I think even if we just continue with like a casual conversation and just kind of see where it leads. But yeah, definitely if any of these actual topics like generating energy or what are, tell me more about the neurotransmitters that are released during exercise. Like there's so
Mhm.
many rabbit holes that we could go down and we could definitely pick a specific topic and just kind of
Yeah.
spitball back and forth on a topic. But
I love that.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, we can play this by ear and we can hop on
Yeah.
again next week and
Yeah. Let's do it. I
yeah,
love it.
awesome. Thank you so much. I love this.
Oh, me too. I know
Love
this
you.
has been so
Thank
fun. I
you.
love you, lady. All right,
I
just
appreciate
don't
you.
go away. Don't go away. Just click stop recording.
Stop recording. All right.
I know, it's
Stopping
like, I'm not
recording.
ending this with you. Just FYI.